Okay, good morning, guys. We're in another session of this video, trying to finish up this commission piece. And what we're gonna do today is to focus on the wine goblet. It has been dry for about a day, what I did yesterday. So we're going to glaze most likely the silver part, and then work a little bit on the glass part of it to soften up some of the I don't know, the reliefs, what you want to call it, reliefs, or the protruding parts of the glass part of the goblet. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of a close up. I'm going to move this really slow so you guys could see it, what we've done over here so far. There is, it has a little bit of a purple cast shadow or cast color in there, and of course this is the original thing. And because when I did this other painting that you see here, it was all set up with special lights and all that, so I'm using both this photo as a reference and the actual goblet right here. And I'm sorry if I'm going a little bit too fast, but I'm going to try to put the camera or the iPhone where it was without having too much distortion. Ooh, okay, let me see if I can put it back in here. I guess we're okay. And let me give you a little bit of close-up. Let me go back over here really quick. And this is the palette that I'm using today. Right here we have all these colors. And I don't want to go through them because I don't even know what I have in what sequence. I just put them in there and I see as I see a fit. I did a description of my palette in a couple of videos before that. I think it was on this one too at the beginning. So let me try to put it back on the tripod, and then get a close-up so you guys could see what I'm doing. Move it a little bit this way. Okay, I'm gonna have to raise up. Like like I told you before, I'm new on these things, so sorry guys. I might have to edit some of this, so, but anyway, let me raise this up slightly so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, good. All right, let me get in here, and hopefully I won't move anything more than what I really have to. I like to use this little mold stick, or it's really not a mold stick, it's just a little ruler, in case you have to measure something. It goes this way, that way, and it's pretty accurate. And I put a little hook in here, so you could do it this way, that way, this way, and this way. In my real studio upstairs, I have a special setup that I have a real mold stick with a hook, and I could just use one hand and manipulate it, go either way. So anyway, let's start glazing this part right here. This color is called ultramarine violet, and what it is, it gives you a really nice lavender hue to it, and it's very nice. So I'm darkening up some of these areas here. I don't know if the camera is going to capture this, these colors here, and excuse the noise. You know, that's what happens when you do a live video. You know, without, I don't like to use voiceover because it kills the spontaneously. I can, you know, I'm not from this country, so you know, I have my little accent. So the spontaneity, the spontaneous moment, I think is better if you talk as you paint. So I hope it's helpful what you see in here. It's a little bit like a dry brush, you know, so here, there, you know, everywhere. And then what I do is I got a really nice soft brush, a little fan brush that is very, very delicate. You know, it's not a sable brush, but it's synthetic, and it's a number 4 small one. And I just, you know, very softly, I'm barely touching the canvas and just working into the colors, one into the other one. You know, even though this is metal and it's hard, you need to make it look soft and pleasant. Okay, I think it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So now I'm going to use the same color to go over here. This little light blue. It also has this purple cast to it, a lavender, mainly because of the reflection of the drapery, the tablecloth. Okay, like I mentioned yesterday, I most likely gonna do some time lapse. It's not, you know, this is gonna take a little while to do this. And again, I don't know if the camera is capturing all these little subtle variations of tonality. I hope I have the bottom of this jar or this goblet showing. A little bit here and there. And I want to go back and do some of the highlights. A little bit here. Okay. And this is gonna have to be a little bit brighter because the light, as I said before, it comes from here, it comes from this side. So we're gonna put a little, I think that's a little bit too much. So I'm just gonna very carefully try to put a few. I'm gonna have to take some of this yellow out. I mean, if it gets too bright, guys, then I just smear it all over, and when it's a little bit dried, I'll go ahead and glaze it. I'm also going to put a little bit of orange over here to kill the brightness of the yellow, and also pick up a little reflection of this leaf over here. Alright, so now we're gonna have to put a couple dabs of white in here because the light is going right through. Reflect the light. We got some more over here. I'm softening this up a little bit. And there are a couple of dark spots right here. A little bit right in here. A little darker. So, as I mentioned yesterday, this is probably about 2 or 3 days away from being finished. I just want to put a lot of emphasis on this part right over here because I really want to finish up this painting. I got other ones that I need to be completed, so these are really good. I don't know if I have this part on the camera, but if not, we'll pick it up. I think I only focus this part right here. I gotta put a little bit of alizarin crimson or magenta here to depict some of the reflection of the grapes. It's always good to get some nice reflexive of all the surrounding areas. Maybe a little bit down over here to give a little bit more of a wet look. There. I think it looks good that way. Alright, I'm going to let this dry now and then come back later on and do the final highlights in here and all this part over here. So I'm going to stop it and get the photo reference from this and try to finish up the rest of the fruits. Okay guys, thank you so much and I'll see you later.